Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, how are you doing this very fine day? Brian Cusco here at Triple B. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the final interview from the Pomona Reptile Super Show back in January. If you want to start at the beginning of this series, just go back and start at episode 105. If you follow my personal channel, link in the description, then I would just like to say, April Fools! I mean, you really think I would quit YouTube? I love YouTube. They're gonna be streaming my funeral live, okay? Today's guest is Mr. Phill Goss, the President of USARK. If you keep reptiles and you don't know about USARK, then you're gonna wanna pay attention here. If you do know about USARK, well then you should still pay attention because Phill is awesome. You're watching Triple B TV. No, but how did you get into reptiles?
I mean, the same as a lot of people. I just liked critters when I was a kid, so I was always out catching stuff and whatever it was. I remember the first snake I ever caught was a little banded water snake, and my parents wouldn't let me keep it, so that's probably why I got addicted, because they said no, so I always had to have one. So that's probably what really kicked it off. But from southern Indiana, rural part, so toads and turtles and stuff, and then they wouldn't let me have that snake, so I just always wanted snakes. So now I'm a boa guy.
Nice, man. So obviously USARK is how I know you, and probably how most people in the industry know you is because of you're the president of USARK. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of USARK?
Yeah, so USARK started very late in 2008. USARK's done a lot. If you haven't followed us, you're probably not familiar with it. I'll just talk about a few of the things we've done in the last 5 years. The one for most of the big snake people know us is because we won a lawsuit against the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. Right. It took over 3.5 years. We were in court with that. It was filed in December of 2013. So that's by far our largest accomplishment. But we've had all kinds of wins at the city, county, and state levels as far as stopping overreaching bans or actually getting proposals that may have passed reduced down to a lot lower level. West Virginia is a great example. They actually banned over 1,000 species in the state of West Virginia a few years ago. We got all reptiles and amphibians removed from that.
Wow.
So we've had quite a few big wins.
How do you keep up with that? Like, I always get the emails when there's an alert or something, like just the recent one with Nevada and the overreach going over there. How are you so on top of everything that's happening on such a low, like on a county level?
It's a combination. So the Washoe County example that you're talking about, we've actually been working on that for over 4 years. So now we get emails directly from the people in Washoe, the actual lawmakers, the policy writers. But as far as state bills and stuff, we have same systems that a lot of attorneys use. So we actually get alerts. If like a state proposal comes up, it comes straight. I get alerts twice a day that tell me when that stuff's gonna happen, and then I can send out those alerts.
Gotcha, okay. So you have there's a whole legal team behind USARK type of thing, or do you have a law degree, or?
I don't have a law degree. I actually have a degree in education, but I'm the one who reads all the legislation. I'm the one who writes all the newsletters. I'm the one who kind of breaks it down to put it so, because that stuff, it gives a lot of people headaches to look at that stuff, and a lot of it's worded very funnily, so I kind of break it down, make it as easy as read as possible, provide people sample language that they can use. But yeah, certainly at the federal level, I mean, we have a federal lobbyist. Obviously, I'm not the one who performed our lawsuit. That was a couple attorneys in D.C. Who work for Kelly Dry & Warren, which is a huge law firm out in D.C. So obviously they get all the credit for that. But yeah, there's certainly more than me to it. But a lot of the everyday stuff, it's me doing that stuff.
Can you tell me what the industry was like before USARK?
If you talk to some of the old time guys, if you talk to Philippe and Bob Mayhew, who's here, I mean, a lot of those guys have been working on. I mean, some of this stuff started way back in the 70s. But it was just a real small dedicated group, and obviously back in the 70s you didn't have social media where you could spread awareness of all this stuff, and then it kind of died down for a little bit. And really, I mean, the reason USARK was started was because FWS was talking about listing several species of snakes as injurious under the Lacey Act, and that's really the basis of why USARK was started, with just for that one purpose. And then all this other stuff has just kind of been happening, and it's picked up a lot in the last 12 to 15 years. So really before that, a lot of people didn't know, they didn't have the tools to fight these types of things, and it just wasn't as common. A lot of this stuff passed and people didn't know about it. USARK has kind of brought awareness to it, and we're helping people pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, most definitely. What positive impact do you think USARK has had on the industry to date?
I mean, USARK has been huge. So we actually give a responsible and a common sense voice to this stuff, because obviously a lot of people get heated when this stuff comes up, and you can't blame them. I mean, I get some email, and I don't blame the people for writing it, but when you contact these people, you can't be cussing at them, you can't be calling them names. It's just not professional at all. And USARK has really given the herpetocultural industry kind of a good voice. And, you know, people can say, you know, USARK is who speaks for us. And it's not, I mean, we still get some hotheads here and there, but, you know, we kind of try and numb those out. And actually, sometimes that makes USARK's job a lot harder, because we have to go, especially at the city and county level.
Putting out fires.
They've already been contacted by people, and, you know, we get labeled by whether it's commissioners or whoever it is at that level, you know, as a bunch of crazy snake people. Even though we do more than snakes, but we just get labeled as the crazy snake people. And then we got to go in and kind of say, you know, that's not all of us. You know, we're sorry we did this, but, you know, this gets emotions high when you're threatening to take people's snakes away, whether it's pets or whether they're doing it for a business. So it's really important to have an organization like USARK around, so we can come in and kind of smooth the waters out and say, you know, this is really who we are.
Right. So. Well, there's definitely, I mean, there's obviously going to be links down in the description where you can find spots where you can support USARK and get t-shirts, which are very comfortable, by the way. Say people don't have any money, anything they can really give it, what can people do to help support the cause?
Oh, there's tons of stuff you can do. I mean, we understand everybody can't give monetary donations. Attending auctions is always huge. We have people donate stuff. You can come attend those auctions, even if you don't buy anything. So outside of money, the biggest thing you can do is just sign up for our email newsletter, which you can do on our Facebook page or directly on our website. It doesn't cost anything to sign up for the newsletter, and that way you can share that information. If you're on Facebook or Twitter or wherever, Instagram, you can share those links, and that just helps spread awareness so that people know what's going on. So, and that stuff's free to do, because if you're following us on Facebook, you still may not even see all the alerts, because we don't have the money to pay Facebook all kinds of money. It would cost us hundreds of dollars, I'm sure you know, since they started doing those new logarithms, and they ask you to boost all the posts. So a very small, it's less than 5% of people will actually see our Facebook posts. So even if we share a newsletter on Facebook, you're probably not going to see it. That's why it's important to sign up for our newsletter. That way it goes to your inbox, and then you can go to our Facebook page and share it from there, but at least you got the email and you know it's there, and just spread awareness of this stuff. And a lot of education on animal rights groups and stuff like that, because that's the reason all this stuff is happening now. It's really important to know who's against you and who's working for you. So yeah, if you don't have any money, just help share the information.
So. Hey man, I appreciate you taking the time to come and talk. I know you're busy at these shows, man.
No, that's cool. I appreciate it, Brian. Thanks for what you're doing, man.
Thank you. I did not save this interview for last by accident. The channel is growing every day, and I wanted to make sure we reach as many reptile keepers as possible with this video. Would you do me a huge favor? Please share this video in every single reptile group you're in, every forum, tag your congressman, spam your grandma. Seriously, as someone who loves being able to keep pet reptiles, this is the most important organization out there. Don't take it for granted. The amount of work USARK puts in for us keepers is huge, and spreading their message is paramount. If you don't want to, fine, but at least sign up for the newsletter, link in the description, and spread the news about this great organization. Please and thank you. Lots of awesome things planned this year for Triple B TV, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned for all of it, and what better way to do just that than to click on that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you know exactly when new episodes are uploaded, which is every week, and tell your friends. We're building up to something huge here, and you're seriously gonna be missing out if you don't come along for the ride. Okay? That's enough shameless self-promotion. Next week, we're gonna start a series of updates on all the snakes we keep here at Triple B. I know a lot of you have been looking forward to that, and until then, you've been watching Triple B TV. Y'all take care.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's
no
it,
more.
man.
I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, well, hold on, let me see how long it is. Action.
Hello, microphone. Brian.
Hold on. You're the first person that I've actually written down questions
Crazy.
that I would ask.
Crazy.
Okay? Literally. Right. I'm sorry. No.
You're apologizing already. This isn't good.
No. How long can this go on? Oh, I feel like the lights are brighter. Why do I feel like everything's closer? It's closing in on me! I'm so sweaty today. Time to lose some weight. You're watching Triple B TV. I appreciate it, bro.
If you need a shirt, come get one.
Okay, cool.
Or a hat, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll come get one. I'm gonna steal my mic. I'm gonna steal my mic back.
Yeah, no, you can't have it.